Hey, what's up, guys? This is GM Ram with another Skyrim Testing. Um, might have already noticed that my voice sounds a little bit more clear. I got a new sound card, so I'm able to use the headphone jack again on the new sound card, so that's really good. Um, oh, you know what? I just remembered. I wanted to ask you guys this about your opinion on this. Because I was listening to the differences between the webcam microphone and the headset microphone, and there's some advantages and disadvantages on both sides. One thing that I really hate about the headset is that this headset is cheap, and if I move my jaw around, you'll hear noises like this a little bit. Those come from the headset directly. And then the other thing is, uh, this actually might have been fixed because of the new sound card, but previously, because I'm so soft spoken, I was using a lot of microphone boost to uh, to get more volume, basically, and as a result of that, you would hear like all the little kind of fine details of what was coming out of my mouth, including every time I opened my mouth, it would sound like I was smacking. Um, it was really just the fact that the volume had been amplified so much to compensate for my low voice. Um, so yeah, that's that. I just want to know which one you guys would prefer because I really hated hearing the smacking noise, and I really hate hearing the headset noise. But also, the webcam quality is bad. So, which one of those do you think is better to deal with for the time being? Eventually, I hope to get a new mic entirely to fix this. But for now, just want to know which one you think is better. And I hope my game's not frozen because it's been on this screen for a long time now. I'm seeing 20 frames per second at the moment, which isn't normal for a loading screen. So it might be frozen. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's frozen. It's been way too long. Alright, it apparently didn't want to load until after I stopped recording. So I just started recording again. I'll merge these. Um, so I've got a couple of things I want to do for this one. The first is I want to look at all the rest of the standing stones. I guess the rest of these presets really don't matter. Yeah, I want to look at the rest of the standing stones and see what they all do. So I have kind of a point of reference for when I actually do my playthroughs. Oh, and you know what? Volume is back on. So, I didn't mention it, but I, over the weekend, I made the change from Windows 7 to Windows 8, and the process was really painless. I did some stuff that I thought was pretty smart to make it super easy and quick. I didn't have to copy any files or do any backup. Although I probably should have, I didn't. Um, Not sure how I want to start. Maybe Bart. Oh wait, this is classes. No, I want a custom class. So yeah, I lost a couple settings, not a whole lot, just a few settings. And the fact that music is back on means that that has also been reset. Probably a few of my settings, like those type of settings, have been reset. Um, So yeah, I'll take like block for sure. Probably light armor so I can stay out of range. I guess this really doesn't matter much. I'm literally just testing a merchant character. I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot of combat, just more so uh economy, which reminds me I probably want to take enchanting as well. I want to take all 3 crafting skills just in case I use this to test out crafting too. Yeah, I'm totally not used to hearing the combat sound. I got rid of it because it kind of breaks immersion. Like, sometimes without the combat sound, I get snuck up on, and that's so much more realistic than any other case. And it looks like I'm back down to 20 frames per second, so I'm gonna break this and pick off when this screen is over. Alright, so they put me at some place called Ortheim. And it's a cave, maybe a necromancer cave. I actually just kind of want to look around. I don't think I've ever been around here. Another thing I lost was my Skyrim preferences any file. Requiem was a little late to do that. Just tell me. Oh wow, you see that? Alright, so I should have all my perks now. Let me just go ahead and change these settings. The music is already getting on my nerves. And I probably need to... Actually, I'll stick with that for now, and I'll probably tweak it behind the scenes. And anything here that I need to change? This doesn't matter, I don't think, anymore. But I used to have it as novice. Oh, look sensitivity was down a little bit for the aiming and stuff. Alright, there's my 12 perks. I will start with Speechcraft. Yeah, so if you watched my other earlier video, definitely would have noticed that I said the economy on this game was garbage. That may not be the case because I don't remember whether or not I had the perks for it and how high my Speechcraft actually was. So it might not be bad, it might just start off really bad and then get better as you invest into it. I'm hoping that's the case, because that'll be a lot better overall. And I really like how the two primary defensive parts of evasion are at the bottom. So if you're not a warrior, you don't... Basically, like, this whole thing above here is all mostly combat stuff. Down here is just, you know, the 2 movement-based abilities. You actually need this perk to recharge soul gems on here. Either that or you can use a scroll, but that'll be pretty expensive, I think. Alright, I'll leave the other two for now. Let me just save what I've done so far. And now time to get to the Doomstones. So I missed the Astronaut Stone from last time. I've got the right ID now. Volcanic Tundra. Yeah, so I've got the right ID now. Should be able to get here and see what the Astronaut Stone is all about. Because that's the last of the mate stones I didn't actually get to. In vanilla, I remember it being like some kind of, probably spell absorption, and increased magicka at the cost of not being able to have any magicka regen. Or magicka regen was really, really slow. It was almost non-existent, but you could still get it back by like waiting or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's up with these loading screens because I didn't previously get this many frames per second. So it's got to be something that's changed in the .ini files. So I have to retweak those, but I'm gonna break it again. Alright, here we are, and apparently greeted by a Storm Astronaut. I'm really not trying to test combat here. Oh, I could have just killed him. Forget about that sometimes. Alright, so that's cool. There's a challenge to actually, and it's called Thunder, so maybe this is a special astronaut. Thunder's Heart. Or maybe that's just what he renamed all of the flame, or storm astronauts at this point. And of course, somebody was here and died trying to reach the power. Alright, I will save before this one because I'm not going to be able to take the other stones if I take this. As your hand touches the stone, you can feel its powerful and ancient magic in every part of your body. You recall tales about the astronaut. It's said to be both a blessing and a curse, greatly improving spellcasting capabilities and granting the ability to simply absorb any hostile magic, but that does not come without a price. It is also said that magic energy cannot be regained by conventional means, and that the Blessed One's stomach burns like fire, causing nutrition to be a painful task instead of something pleasant. That's really interesting. So it more or less sounds like it was in vanilla, except that additional thing about the food. So magic regen is wow, negative 1000%. So he wants 0 magic regen for this thing. I think in vanilla it was like maybe minus 90% speed, but he wants you to regen none at all. So let's see. Permanent spell absorption, a lot of magicka, or additional magicka. Greatly limits it by conventional means. Maybe it actually is still just slow. I have to check it out because that's a percentage. That's like a percentage buff and debuff. And I don't have any spells, so I'm gonna have to get one. What did he call flames here? I think it was fire sparks. 9C D51. Alright, before I do that, I want to check what my magic has jumped up to. 450. Wow, that is huge. I don't remember what it was before that. maybe like I know it was less than 100. It was probably around 80 or 90. That is huge. So people with the astronaut stone can probably cast those high level magic spells. Alright, let me learn this book. I just want to see if I have any magica regen over time at all first. Oh, right. Still had GAT mode on. Alright, well I can't see anything recharging now, but I'm gonna wait and see if I get any more. That didn't look like I got anything. Let me just check the amount. So I'm at 378. I'm gonna wait 2 hours. I just want to see if there's even a small change. Nope. Alright, so I've got no magic regen right now. And I'm guessing that if it's at all possible, because I can actually see the numbers behind this, if I somehow give myself approximately 1000 regen rate, 1000% regen rate, maybe I can get small regeneration. Let me put on the robes and see. Nah, it still looks like no regen. So maybe at a certain point, if I can reach a certain threshold, I can get really small regeneration, but... Oh, there's another guy. But for now, I'm just gonna assume it's impractical to even try. So, I do have spell absorption. I wonder if that has a number behind it. Might recall that I said I didn't like to see the numbers so much, and because it makes me want to maximize everything. I don't mind seeing them so much, but I do like that they're kind of hidden away in a separate area so that if you don't want to see the numbers, you don't have to. So yeah, it doesn't actually show the spell absorption amount. Maybe it's 100%, I'll have to see. Let's spawn a guy. Let me just save on a new file here. Spawn a guy. Let me spawn that same storm mage up from before. Hello, sir. Alright, so I'm taking a little bit of damage still. Wow. Alright, so it's so it seems like it is... I actually haven't used spell absorb on Skyrim, but I can assume that it's more like vanilla, where it was a chance to absorb all magicka. I thought they made it like a percentage of everything, but I guess I'm wrong on that one. Is that a staff? Get out of the way, I want the staff. Yeah. Did you have something? You had a scroll. These are going to be helpful with the economy stuff anyway. What's my carry weight? 118. Alright, so that's what the... Oh, well. I'm silly. I have to go back and undo this stuff anyway, so I can take another stone. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'll take that staff again. take your stuff too. Alright, so next up we've got the warrior class of stones. First up is the lore stone, which is at Dome Stone, Snowy O2. Sometimes I wonder if the fact that they started at O2 means that there was another version of the stone that they just scrapped at some point in development. And I can only hope this loads fast. I'm not sure why my GPU is at 99% on a loading screen. But yeah, I'll have to investigate that when I look at my any settings, what's actually changed. I don't actually have a backup of it, so I'll have to just revamp my any settings from the ground up. And I put a lot of work into that. It's one of the few things I forgot to back up because I assumed it wouldn't change, but I forgot that when you start Skyrim for the first time, it tries to auto detect your monitor settings and your graphics settings, which in the process will just overwrite your Skyrim prefs.ini file. So that's what happened. Alright, here we are at what stone is this again? The Lord. And there are apparently 3 bandits here that I'm gonna just kill. I do like that a lot of these stones are guarded. I'll just use my magical powers, my divine abilities. Apparently that wasn't true.
No.
Alright, the Lord Stone. So this is the first of the warrior class stones. As your hand touches the stone, you can feel its powerful emanation magic in every part of your body. You recall tales about the Lord. Sturdy and mighty does he watch over the ones blessed by him, increasing resistance to both physical and magical harm. Before I actually check this, I'm gonna check the mod configuration thing and see what my resistances are so far. So 0 in all magical forms, and let me just see my armor in case I get armor out of this somehow. So 0 armor, 0 resistances. Take the stone, and now I've got 100 armor, that's nice. And magic resist is 15%. Pretty cool. I don't know what the armor conversion rate is for this. It might be around 15% as well, like 100 armor for 15%. On Skyrim Redone, it was 100 armor was 10% damage reduction, so it was easy like that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So it's just, you know, kind of a sturdiness perk, survivability perk. Guess I'll take their stuff too, as much of it as I can carry. What's that other guy? This guy's gonna over encumber me for sure. Sweet. Alright, quick save. Next up is the Lady Stone. CLC Domestone, Pine Forest, 01. This is also a warrior group stone. If you missed out on the one of my previous videos, basically Requiem's changed the standing stones to be in 3 or actually 4 groups. And once you take a standing stone, you can't take a standing stone outside of that group. In the mage there's 4, in the warrior there's 4, in the thief there's 4, and in there's a separate category for the serpent. And in the serpent there's only the serpent. So if you take the serpent, you can't take any other standing stones ever. So you're kind of locked into it. So yeah, this is the second out of the warrior classes, or the warrior stones. And obviously the warrior is a part of the warrior, the thief is a part of the thief, and the mage is a part of the mage. I'll go to those last because they're all in the same spot. I know what the mage does, and I think I remember what the warrior does, but I can't be sure. I remember the warrior giving like some kind of block buff. Alright, here's Kigar, the hidden. This guy, I think, is the guy that sells all the apocalypse spells. So I must have forgot to remove this again. I'm probably gonna get rid of Requiem entirely. I mean, not Requiem, Apocalypse for the Requiem playthrough, because the spells are just such a different class of spells. So the Lady Stone, as your hand touches the stone, I'm not gonna read that part. Your call tells about the lady. Legend has it that she inspires even the weakest with her beautiful appearance and otherworldly kindness, increasing the blessed one's stamina regeneration. Okay. This sounds like more of a power. Fortify stamina. Oh no, that's Imperial ability. That's pretty sweet. That's a pretty sweet ability. I didn't even notice that until now. And Voice of the Emperor gives me better haggling, so that's probably more like the vanilla one. Those under the sign of the lady regenerate stamina faster. Wow, that's actually really fast, it seems. I'm gonna just go back. I thought I saved it when I got here. Apparently not. So I'm gonna have to load to this save anyway, eventually, so that I can test the thief stone stuff, so I'll just do it now. I find it's really weird that some of these loading screens, like some points in the loading screen, give me 30 frames per second, and other points don't. Like, I would expect this to give me a frame drop, but apparently only the blank screens give me a frame drop for whatever reason. This might be related to that loading screen no smoke thing that I installed. Alright, let me CLC to that spot again. I only went back, and now I've still got 30 frames per second, so, and it just dropped down to 20 just now. There's nothing on the screen, so I'm really confused about that. Yeah, I'll just cut it again. Alright, so let me save it unlike I did, unlike the last time. I want to check my stamina regen beforehand. It's 2.7% per second. And let's see what it becomes after this. .6, so that's about 0.9%. almost 1%. It's pretty huge. Especially for like people that actually rely on it a lot. Warriors, maybe even assassins, because assassins might not want to put a whole lot into it, a whole lot into stamina. So, and then of course that gets even better as you get more stamina. So the more stamina you get, the more valuable it is. Alright, well yeah, that's pretty sweet. Next up we've got the Steed Stone. This is the last in the warrior group. CLC Doomstone, Northern Pine Forest 01. I hope I spelled it right. CLC Doomstone, Northern Pine Forest 01. Doomstone. Oh, I got a E in there. I'm really hoping that the steed has something to do with movement speed, because I love, love, love movement speed buffs. Alright, there's somebody here meditating at the stone. I'm honestly not even gonna care about him right now. I'll just save it like I should. Take this. So let's see, fast, relentless journeying. The sea does never, does never stop for long. And travels among the stars. Those blessed by it possess an extraordinary endurance just like itself. Alright, what does it say it does here? Fortify stamina. Additional stamina regenerated faster and can sprint. No, that's Imperial. Just increased stamina. So how much is it? 280. That's pretty nice. I think I had about 130 to begin with. Can't remember. But I'm about to load anyway, so I'll check it out now. Oh, I had 180 because of the Imperial bonus. Man, these guys just get all the free stamina. So I think the Imperial bonus is giving them plus 50. And then that took me from 180 to, what was it, like 240 or something? Around 60. Oh no, I've already loaded. So pretty sweet. Get a flat stamina buff for that. And now we've got the Thief class of stones, which first up is the Lover, Domestone, Reach, 01. I think the Lover Stone in vanilla was just like a passive experience modifier of like 10% or so, either 5 or 10%. It was supposed to be weaker than the other ones. Is this place guarded? Guess not. Sweet. Alright, let me save here. I don't think I've ever actually found this stone at all before. I was never interested in it, so I never came and sought it out. Recall tells about the lover possessing a most silvery tongue. The lover grants the blessed one an almost otherworldly charisma. Improving the outcome of any social interaction. So this probably is just fortify speechcraft. Previously my speechcraft was 40. It says it gives me fortified persuasion. Now it's 65, so plus 15. I mean, plus 25 actually. That's pretty good. This actually might be what I settle on for this character to check out how good the economy can be if you're focused on it. I'll make a separate save here for after I've taken that so I don't have to come back and take it again. Alright, so that's one of the Thiefstone perks is the lever. That's pretty cool because as a thief you're gonna be probably stealing stuff or doing stealth related stuff that involves acquiring goods. So yeah, that's nice. Then we've got the tower, which probably just unlocks doors like it always does. Domestone Snowy 01. Domestone, oh, COC. Oh, okay, I just realized. So Doomstone Snowy 02 was the lord. Doomstone Snowy 01 is the tower. So it's just referring to the... It's still probably in the same general area, but the one of them is just, you know, a slightly different location than the other. Wow, it's very dark around here. This reminds me so much of Dark Souls. If anybody's played that, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So overwrite this one. Alright, the tower says, strong and unbroken, the tower stands and never falls. Legend has it that those bearing his blessing are sure-footed and sturdy, both able to carry greater burdens and difficult to unbalance. That's not what I was expecting it to be. I would have expected this to be a warrior perk and not a thief perk by the description. So what does it say it does? Fortify carry weight. So I went from 118 to 168. That's huge. Especially considering everybody starts with around 100 carry weight on this game. That is a lot. Like plus 50 carry weight is amazing. And the other thing, maybe I can see some effect in the MCM. There is like kind of a resistance to stagger type of thing, but I don't know if it'll be shown here. No, it's not. So I'm just assuming that that means that you're more resistant to stagger. That second part that they didn't really talk about that much, or he doesn't have any numbers about. And now that I see this, I just want to go check this out because I remember reading that ore yield has been increased. Wow, my spelling. So what is it? E3 C16. How much did that weigh? 10? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. I have a mod that reduces the weight down to 1, and I have been using that for a long time. I'm now under the belief that that's a little unrealistic too. Maybe it actually does weigh around 10 pounds in real life, but that's a ton to be carrying around, so I want it to be something more like 3, maybe, I think is reasonable. Wow, so it doesn't actually stop after 3 times anymore. So how much did I get from that? I got 6 Quicksilver. Previously I would have only gotten 3, so I guess he's doubled it. I didn't get any gems, I don't think. No. And I'll just mine this one to see if it's consistent. If I always get 6, or if maybe there's some randomness there. He did a lot with this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if he made the yield random within a certain range. I think this is 4, 5, 6. Alright, yeah, it seems to be pretty consistent. So, ore now yields, or what am I saying? The little spots to mine. Mining now yields 6 ore instead of 3. It's pretty sweet. Oh, and here you can probably see the results of that stamina thing. So you'll notice my stamina seems to be draining much slower than usual because I've got a lot of it, so that the regen actually happens alongside of the drain. So if your regen gets strong enough, you can just run without losing stamina. You'll gain it faster than you lose it, essentially. So that's nice. These guys, the Imperials, are going to be great at traveling and great at escaping situations if they need to, because they won't be running out anytime soon. Whereas other people will get tired faster. So that was the tower. That's pretty cool. So I guess the main thing about this, I'm not even sure if he actually implemented the stagger resistance thing, but the main thing about this is the carry weight thing. That's the main buff of that. So that does make sense for a thief. And the last of the thief class stones is the shadow, which is at COC. Oh, I typed that in already. COC Doomstone Fall Forest 01. I can't remember if it was the shadow or the serpent. Probably the shadow in vanilla was what gave you invisibility. The invisibility power for free.
Never should have come.
Oh no! Let me just kill you really quick. That wasn't your ID. That is probably your ID. Alright. Anybody else? Okay. I'll take your stuff. And let me just heal up to full. PE4. So what do you do? Never seen and never heard. It is a silent and hidden thing. A thing that grants any blessed to be just like it once a day. This is probably just like, this is probably identical to vanilla. So once a day you get invisibility or something. So yeah, no passive powers. Stone of the Shadow can become invisible and inaudible. That's nice. A nice buff, the inaudible part, because um, yeah, that's really nice because a lot of times you get caught sneaking just because you made too much noise. You were moving too fast, or maybe you were wearing the wrong kind of armor or something. So maybe with this perk, it's possible to sneak while wearing heavy armor. Maybe this is the uh, the warrior's only chance at being silent. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, I've got invisibility and muffle. That's those things by my feet. I wonder if maybe... And how long does this last again? Does it actually last 300 seconds? No. 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a lot though. That's like enough to go through an entire dungeon, reach the very end of it, and then loot the chest. Of course, you might not be able to get back out, but that's still pretty significant. 5 minutes of invisibility. That's crazy. I'm just looking for... I was hoping I would find something to just kill, but I can spawn something. Maybe it's still in the history. Place it me. Here you go.
What was that?
Okay, so he didn't hear me. And yeah, I'm sneak running, so this is full speed and he can't hear me at all. So that's nice. And the last test I want to see is whether or not attacking breaks it, because if it doesn't, this is so OP. Okay, it did. I've still got the muffle effect though, so that's really cool. So the invisibility is broken, but I'm still muffled, and that's a jogger. I wasn't expecting a jogger out here. Oh, a skeleton. Just wearing jogger armor. Pretty cool. Alright, and then there is the serpent class. Or actually I've got to load to get back to default state anyway. So this is the shadow. Yeah, I gotta load so I can choose a different stone. Now the serpent stone claims... For some reason I know about this. I think maybe he described it in the manual, unlike the other stones. Domestone, Northern Coast, 01. Now the Serpent Stone has actually 4 IDs. I'm gonna try more than one. Maybe it actually has 4 different Serpent Stones in Skyrim, and I just never knew that. And that would explain why the serpent only has one like thing, because there's 4 stones. So if you're just naturally walking around, you have just as good of a chance to find the serpent stone as any of the other groups. So there's 4 serpent stones, if I'm right, and there's also 4 of all the other categories: the warrior, the thief, the mage, and all that. So still has just as many stones, but it only does one thing. So take that how you will. I don't know exactly what it does. For some reason, I remember something about luck though for this stone. Maybe it was mentioned in the manual. All right, and this is guarded by a ice wraith. Wow, you're strong. Let me kill you before you kill me. He probably buffed the ranged attack on that. Because I don't remember it ever being that strong. And I've got a potion for this already, so. Alright, here is a serpent stone. And what does it say? Always lurking in the sky? The sky, really? It is fearsome and intimidating, and its fangs are as venomous as the depths of Periite's pits. And those who bear its blessing are just as poisonous, and can call upon its power once a day to call forth a deadly bolt of the purest poison imaginable. Wow, that sounds cool. Free projectile spell that is really deadly poison. The deadliest poison imaginable, of course. So let's see. Yep, it is just a power and poison a target for a moderate duration. Paralyze and poison, that's nice. So you've got a paralysis power that also does damage over time. Of course, I want to find somebody to use this on. Let me spawn a friendly. Because I don't want to get attacked on spot. I want to actually be able to sit there and look at it do its work. A2C8E. Spawn one Lydia next to me, if possible. Oh, wow. Okay, there you are. How did I miss you the first time? Maybe she just took a while getting there. So I want to check her health first. She is at 162 health. And so 300 seconds is 5 minutes. And that's accurate to what the Shadowstone was. So if this is paralysis for 30 seconds, that's incredible. Wow, so she's pretty much dead. Alright, so the paralysis wasn't the whole 30 seconds, but probably the poison was. And that was really potent. I want to spawn a stronger enemy now and see what see just how strong this can actually get. Or actually no, I can just give her more health. So here's the beginning of the effect. And that's so much damage over time. Goodness, if I just hit somebody and run, I can probably just kill them like that. Jeez. So she took about 750 damage over that whole duration. So just some quick math. 750 damage divided by 30 seconds. That's basically 75 divided by 3, so 20. No. 750 divided by 30. Yeah, 75 divided by 3, so about 25 damage per second. So the serpent is... all of these stones are really good. Of course, I already have preferences for some of them. I still really like the mate stone a lot. Because just overall it does so much. It gives you 100 magicka, and it lets you concentrate while running. So you can regenerate magicka at the normal rate while running. For no drawback at all. So I'll probably still be using that on all my mage characters. The apprentice, I generally like regeneration, but in the case of the apprentice, it's only about 60%. So it's not going to be that useful until you have a lot of magicka already, because of the fact that 100, it's either 100 or 120 magicka. That much magicka added on to your pool essentially doubles the amount of flat magicka regeneration you have. Like, as long as you're at 100, if you get an extra 100 magicka, that's gonna double your flat regeneration because it's percentage based. So you're getting the same percentage out of twice as much magicka, so it's just double flat regen. And plus 60% isn't gonna come anywhere near that. So yeah, the regeneration is probably just better if you already have a lot of magicka. But yeah, I'll probably be taking the mage stone on a lot of mages. So actually that took quite a while. I'll probably just end it here and test the economy in another episode. So thanks for watching. Or actually, I don't know what the thief stone does. So I'm gonna do that one last stone before I end this. Alright, so... and I'll show you the warrior and the mage stone as well. Just in case you've never seen them before, don't know what they do, maybe just want to read the description. So Riverwood is about as close as I can get, I think. Because I don't have the ID on me right now. So yeah, I'm gonna warp myself to the Sleeping Giant and... oh, I didn't test whether or not there were more than one stone. Maybe I'll do that at the very end of the episode if I remember. It's not like a big deal. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what the Thief Stone does. I'm pretty sure the Warrior Stone had something to do with blocking. Maybe something else on top of that. But definitely blocking. And I'm gonna cheat a little bit more. Just make myself super fast. If this actually kicks in. I know this isn't. You serious? Oh, I didn't apply this to myself. That was probably still Lydia's ID. There we go. And one thing I've noticed is that speed buffs actually take... you have to actually sprint before a speed buff comes into play. I definitely don't like that, but this seems like a limitation of vanilla, or of Skyrim in general. Also, if you do this, you're gonna load a lot of textures really fast from going so fast. But yeah, so keep that in mind. That's one thing I have to keep in mind sometimes while I'm playing, is that occasionally, in order to get the new speed to kick in, I'll have to just do a short sprint, something like that, to just get the speed that I'm supposed to be at to kick in. So let me put myself back to normal. Oops. So 100, I'm probably still at 300. Yeah, so see how I'm still moving like this? This isn't actually going to change until I sprint. So there it is. I just pressed sprint and now I'm back to normal speed. So if you play Requiem, keep that in mind too. It kind of sucks, but you just have to do it in order to actually get anything to, any of the speed multiplier changes to register. So Warrior Stone. Powerful and mighty, the warrior can strike down any foe that dares tread on his path, granting those blessed. Oh, so it's actually not what I thought it was. I don't know where I got that memory from. So it's just an attack buff. And if I pick this, I don't think I can actually pick it. I'll try. Let me see if this shows up in the menu at all. Movement speed, movement noises, derived attributes, hand-to-hand strength, one-handed weapons, primarily determined by health with a small contribution. I like these so much. The derived attributes. Let me just equip a weapon and see if maybe that's a condition to get that to show up. Nope, so there's nothing I can actually see this does right now. But I'm assuming it gives you some kind of attack buff. Or you know what, I could check this here actually. So this, do I have a sword of any kind? No. Alright, so this Orcish dagger does 51 damage. Maybe he actually put it here. Does 51 damage with the Warrior Stone. And let's see how much it does without it. 42. A pretty decent buff. Alright, the Maze Stone, I already know what that does, but I'll try it last anyway. You recall tales about the thief. Hidden in the night, the thief smiles upon those who are granted her blessing, improving both the ability to fight with ranged and one-handed weaponry, as well as all the things that a thief could wish for. So I'm assuming this reduces movement noise, improves sneak, that type of stuff. So let's see, fortify archery, lock picking, one-handed pickpocket, sneak. Lock picking and pickpocket, I can probably see those. And one-handed, I can see all of these. In the skills menu. If they actually show up here. Okay, so they're not skill bonuses, they are probably scripted bonuses of some sort. It probably didn't change my movement noises at all. And as far as I can tell, it didn't really do a whole lot here. Yeah, but just assume it does something. It does all those things that it said it did, but you just can't see the numbers behind it. And then the Mage Stone, I'll try to take this even though I already took the Thief. And it's probably going to give me the whole animation but just not give me anything for it. Yeah, so I'm still on the Thief, so that's how it works. If you take the Thief stuff, you can never take any Mage stuff, you can't take any Warrior stuff. But just for the sake of showing you what it does, let's go back and actually see. And also I'm not sure if it gives you 100 or 120 magicka. So before touching the stone, I've got 100 magicka. After touching the stone, those bearing his blessing are granted pure wisdom and an inherent understanding of magic itself, increasing spellcasting powers greatly. Touch the stone. I got Stone of the Mage. Now I'm at 200, so it's a flat 100 boost. And you also get the concentration thing. It's not mentioned there, but basically normally when you get in combat, you or not in combat, but when you're running, you can't your magicka regeneration goes down from what he said. And so it also gives you that ability that your magicka regeneration doesn't go down while you're running. Pretty cool. So yeah, the mage is just really powerful. 100 magicka for free is amazing. I don't know. Apprentice is nice. What was the other one? Apprentice, Astronaut, Ritual. Ritual I could see myself using. Because the area of effect reanimation is great. And that radius was huge. Because I reanimated that one wolf that was like 20 feet behind me. So the radius is pretty big. Alright, and I did remember, so let's go to Doomstone Northern Coast 02. Or 03. How about that? Yep, this is definitely a different place than I was before. But apparently there is no Doomstone here, so so yeah, maybe there is only one Serpent Stone, one actual Serpent Stone, and these other three are just locations that they maybe wanted to put it, or put other stones and never got around to it, or something like that. So that's it for this episode. I will probably take that one thief stone that gives me the speechcraft bonus and the persuasion bonus. But I'll do that in another episode because this one's gone on long enough. So thanks for watching.